We've assembled a team here to come out and participate in the ALS walk in support of Bill and Bill's family to raise money and try to help find a cure for ALS. Bill has really shown his leadership over the years to our team. He's developed a really strong department that it's just amazing to work with Bill and since Bill's diagnosis with ALS, he's continued to show that strong leadership and positive encouragement to our team. And our team's here. We've offered what support we can to Bill, but I think again, Bill's turned the tables and he's teaching us, showing the real true nature of Bill and how to accept and make the most out of every day that he has. And it's just a real honor to be here today and to know Bill and to work with Bill.
I have known Bill for my whole career. In fact, we were students together at university many, many years ago. He was a graduate student when I was an undergraduate, and he TA'd some of my labs at that time. So he started into clinical engineering before me. He started a master's degree before me, but he got a job. And it took him a few more years to get his degree before I got my master's degree. So we actually defended our theses one day apart, and my claim to fame is I beat Bill by one day. He has been a gentleman and an honorable human being with high integrity his whole life. He has worked tirelessly at many hospitals throughout the Edmonton area, and I have had a parallel career with him, and it's been an honor to have worked with him and continue to know him and his family. So I wish him the very best wishes, and he is not alone in this travel and journey, and we're all here with him.
I've worked with Bill for 16 years. He's been a tremendous boss. He's always showed extreme patience with us. A very motivated and highly energetic person over the last 16 years or more. It's very hard to watch what this disease does to a person at this point. And we're here as a team to show our support for him and how hard it is going to be to lose him as our boss and personal friend. We're hoping to do this event over the next few years as long as we can continue to just support the ALS Society to find a cure and to detect that cause, that unknown that everybody really needs to find out.
It was a really big shock when I first saw him because I haven't seen him for a while, and it's shocking how fast he's changed. But he's still my uncle, and yeah, I don't know. He's still the same, but I wish that it wouldn't happen. That nobody would be diagnosed with ALS, because it's a really awful disease. And
oh, I was really, really sad. I couldn't believe that it happened, but I've kind of grown to accept it, but it's still kind of disappointing that it happened. But my dad is still he's enjoying every day he has, and he's still happy.
He was very active. He played football, swam. He played football both ways, rugby, soccer, skiing. Had all sorts of friends, and a very active person. He's always stands by everybody. He stands by our whole family. He's always an inspiration for us, and very smart and very thoughtful. He's always a great person to be with. Oh, he had all sorts of fun stuff. He would play tricks. He loved doing tricks. April Fool's Day was a big day in our house. We would always have all sorts of tricks being played on people, and or roughhousing downstairs in the basement, or he was all sorts of different things that we would go around doing. All his friends, he would include I'm his younger brother, so if you include me in all the things that they were doing, it was a great thing, great to do. So, and we went camping a lot, and they would do all sorts of little tricks. And
I've worked with Bill here for a couple of years directly in Edmonton, and have grown to appreciate him significantly. For me, it's all about Bill and leadership. Unfortunately, he was diagnosed with ALS. Devastating diagnosis, but I got to appreciate Bill for his for his courage and leadership. The thing is, I've never seen Bill ever complain about anything, and that's a tremendous thing for all the challenges and the difficulties he has. He's not a complainer, and he's very much an example and a leader.
He is a great sports person, and he has shown all his life that he will go that extra mile to help anybody and everybody. Whenever it comes to helping somebody, he will step up to the plate. I still remember an incident when it was second day, and I joined him, and he left everything to help us out when our car went into ditch, and he had nothing but time for us and going for his colleagues. And now for anything and everything that he does, he makes sure that he will put his maximum efforts into it, and he will do his best. Again, he is a sports person, and he has done everything possible, and he has never given up. Till today, he is very dedicated, and in all the meetings and everything, he has shown his leadership, and he has always advised and directed us in any kind of help that we requested out of him. Again, his leadership skills are parallel to none.
My father has always been really supportive ever since I was little. He enrolled me in soccer since I was able to run, and he got me playing violin since I was young. So my brothers and I would have violin concerts, and he'd always bring us, and he'd always take me to music lessons, to soccer practices, and he'd come out to all of my games. And we'd always, on Friday nights, we'd have Friday night family soccer, and we'd all get together at the little crescent, and we'd all have a game between the trees as the goalposts. And so it's always been an active childhood with him around, and he's always been there. And so having this diagnosis, the first day I found out, we were in Scotland. I had spent the summer away, so I had no idea that anything was wrong, anything was amiss. And then they came to visit me in Scotland, and when they first told me, I wasn't really sure the implications of ALS. And so it was kind of like, he has what? And what does this mean for the long term? And they said there's not really a long term, so it was really heartbreaking. And it was, and every day you just realize a little more that he's not going to be around to be grandfather. But so it's really hard, and it doesn't get too much easier. But he's still great. He came to one of my soccer games since the diagnosis, because I just recently started playing. So he came to one of the games, and it almost felt like the good old times again. And he told me how I was doing well and what I could do better. And every day we do the crosswords together, the Edmonton Journal crosswords. So we still get to have some quality time, and he still enjoys a good puzzle. So he's always wanted to do puzzles and crosswords and Sudoku, so it's really great that we can do that together still.